I want to provide an update on our investigation into the murder of Joanne Penney following a shooting in Talbot Green on Sunday evening.
This is the Scarcity Studios YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. And this video is sponsored by Maurice Andrews Solicitors. Get in touch today for legal representation. I really appreciate you joining me for this episode, and this is about a murder that occurred in Wales in the Talbot Green area on March the 9th. I think this story is fast developing and I want to follow this due to the serious nature of it. And the victim has been identified as a 40-year-old woman called Joanne Penney, and she was shot in the chest on a quiet Sunday evening. Despite the best efforts of emergency services, she died at the scene, and the police sent their condolences to her family, and they were doing everything they could to try and find out who murdered her. A 42-year-old local man was arrested on Sunday night and remained in police custody until March the 10th, and 4 more people were arrested in the Leicestershire area in the connection with the incident. So this has spread from Wales to Leicestershire in the East Midlands, and a 21-year-old woman was arrested from Leicester, a 27-year-old man from Leicester, a 68-year-old man from Leicester, and a 39-year-old woman from Leicester. They were currently being held in custody and being questioned at that time. The police said these arrests were very significant, and the investigation into Joanne's death was continuing, and a team of experienced detectives and staff were working hard to try to find out the circumstances of the terrible incident. They also mentioned 2 vehicles that they wanted any information on that were travelling to the Leicestershire area following the shooting. The police said they had teams carrying out house-to-house inquiries and gathering CCTV, and they also appealed for dashcam footage and CCTV in the Talbot Green area and any retail parks between the hours of 5:30 PM and 6:30 on Sunday, March the 9th, and they also were asking for any witnesses. The investigation, they said, was continuing at pace, and they was working hard to establish the motive for Joanne's murder. They are exploring several lines of inquiry, including the possibility that she was a victim of mistaken identity, and they urge anyone with information about the murder to come forward, and they will do everything they can to help solve this case. The further update to the story was that a warrant of further detention in relation to the 4 people that were arrested was granted by the magistrates the following day, and the family of the 40-year-old victim who died have paid respects to her. Joanne's family said, "We are devastated by the tragic loss of our beloved Joanne. She was a daughter, mother, sister and also a niece, and she was loved deeply by everybody that knew her. Her kindness, her strength and love for her family will never be forgotten. During this incredibly difficult time, we ask for privacy to grieve, and also the process that we are going through of this unimaginable loss. We appreciate the support and condolences from the community and kindly request that our family is given space to mourn in peace. We would be grateful if anybody with information could contact the police." And the latest update to this story is that 5 people have been charged in connection with the murder of Joanne Penney in Talbot Green, Wales. The 40-year-old was shot dead on March the 9th, and 5 people, 2 women and 3 men, have been charged. They have been named as Marcus Huntley, 20 years old, from Cardiff. He has been charged with murder. Melissa Dashper, 39, from Leicester, has been charged with murder. Christina Genova from Leicester has been charged with assisting an offender, and Joshua Gordon from Leicester has been charged with murder. Tony Porter from Leicester has been charged with murder and participating in criminal activities of an organised crime group. They are due to appear at Cardiff Magistrates Court on the March the 15th, and then detectives made another arrest of a 32-year-old man on Friday evening, March the 14th, in the Suffolk area. And they charged a 6-man Jordan Mills Smith from Cardiff, 32 years old. He was charged with murder, and Joanne's family have been updated on the 6 charges that have followed since her murder. So this story is really strange and interesting at the same time, where one of the men was charged with working with an organised crime group. So they believe there may be some connection from this murder to an organised crime group, but at this time there's no clear motive as to why they wanted to kill her, but the police feel they have enough evidence to take them to trial. So rest in peace to Joanne Penney. We'll definitely keep you updated on this story, and please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe and support the channel.
Of this tragic incident. From our investigations carried out so far, we know that 2 vehicles, a distinctive beige Nissan Note and a black Volvo XC40, travelled from the Leicester area after 10:30 a.m. on Sunday into South Wales before leaving shortly after the incident took place. We need information about the movement of these vehicles and their occupants, including any dashcam footage, particularly from commercial vehicles, for any journeys on Sunday. Both vehicles were seized following last night's arrests and will be subject to forensic examination. Whilst we have teams of officers carrying out house-to-house and CCTV inquiries, I also appeal for any dashcam footage or CCTV around Llys Illtyd and the nearby retail park between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. on Sunday, which may have captured these vehicles and any witnesses. The investigation continues at pace, and we are working hard to establish a motive for Joanne's killing. We are exploring several lines of inquiry, including the possibility that she was the victim of mistaken identity. I would urge anyone who has information, either about Joanne's death or what happened at the property at Llys Illtyd on Sunday evening, to do the right thing and please come forward. The smallest piece of information could be of vital importance. Thank you.
I'd finally like to thank the local community for the level of support they've offered this investigation to date. I understand how concerning this will be for local residents. Increased patrols will be taking place not only as part of the investigation into Joanne's death, but to provide